procrastinator Teddy rushes to a party where he is supposed to meet his girlfriend. He is just in time to catch up with his girlfriend and kiss her as the countdown clock strikes midnight, but after the kiss he realizes that he has mistaken a girl named Leanne for his girlfriend because they are wearing the same dress. Teddy apologizes and offers to get Leanne a drink before realizing that he is not feeling very well. Teddy accidentally swallowed nuts that Leanne was eating, to which he is allergic. Leanne runs for help and Becca, Teddy's girlfriend, finds him but he tells her he ate the nuts by mistake. Leanne returns with an EpiPen, and after using it to feel better, Teddy greets her, although they both feel a spark when their hands touch. Soon after, Teddy breaks up with Becca and starts dating Leanne. Their relationship is wonderful and soon becomes more serious, but many years pass before Teddy finally asks her to marry him. After Leanne accepts, Teddy takes her to his father's grave to tell him the news, admitting that he wishes he had popped the question sooner so that his father could be there with them, prompting Leanne to tease him for taking so long. Leanne returns to the car to give Teddy one last moment with his father. A stranger approaches Teddy to congratulate him on the wedding and asks when it will be, but Teddy admits that they have not picked a date yet because he does not want to rush it. The old woman points out that if Teddy waits too long, it might be too late, then snaps her fingers and explains that sometimes you wake up and realize that a whole year has just gone by, so she will give him a very special wedding gift. Suddenly they are interrupted by Leanne, and the older woman tells her that Teddy has set a wedding date in 2 weeks. Teddy tries to deny it, but by now he is under pressure and finally agrees to make Leanne happy. Teddy and Leanne have a wonderful wedding and Sam, Teddy's best friend, gives a best man speech teasing him about his bad timing habits, especially that it took him so long to ask Leanne to marry him. Sam asks him when the honeymoon will be, but Teddy has not started planning it yet because he has so much work to do, so he promises to take care of it tomorrow morning. The newlyweds spend a wonderful day together before returning to their beautiful newly purchased home, where they already have plans to turn one room into Leanne's writing room. Teddy explains that he proposed to her with the ring his father made for his mother, and Leanne promises never to take it off. Then Leanne goes to the bathroom to freshen up, and Teddy begins to look through the gifts, finding a plant from a friend and a mysterious white box with a tin inside. The can appears to have a small object inside, but the note says, "Do not open for 10 years," with no signature. Teddy thinks it is a joke and ignores it. The next morning, Teddy wakes up late and is shocked to find that their house is in order and their plant has grown overnight. Leanne is in the bathroom and keeps talking about their anniversary, and the confusion worsens when Leanne comes out with her baby bump. When Leanne reminds him that she is 18 weeks pregnant, not understanding how this could have happened overnight, and Leanne begins to worry, wondering if it is a prank or a stroke. Leanne picks up the phone and shows Teddy pictures of their wedding, noting that it was a year ago and that today is their first anniversary. Leanne wonders if he is doing all this to hide that he has forgotten their anniversary and promises that she does not care. Then she gives him her gift, an envelope with pieces of paper to choose the color of the baby's room, because tradition dictates that the first anniversary should be paper. Teddy wants to leave the color choice for later because he is too confused, but Leanne is frustrated that Teddy is always procrastinating and putting off important things. Teddy wakes up and notices that Leanne no longer has a baby bump. She thinks that yesterday's weirdness was just a dream. Teddy starts to get scared as he walks around the house, noticing the passage of time again, and becomes even more nervous when he picks up his phone and sees all the pictures from another year that he cannot remember. Leanne brings the baby and tries to get Teddy to hold her, getting angry when he refuses at first. Teddy is surprised that she is his daughter and complains about how bad the name Tallulah is. Teddy tries to explain that he feels like he is time traveling, but of course Leanne does not believe him and accuses him of faking another nervous breakdown like he did on their last anniversary. The woman thinks that Teddy feels like he has lost time because he has spent most of the last 2 years at work and has given up his dream of studying photography, so Teddy promises that he will quit after he earns more money for the sake of their daughter. Leanne believes him and decides to give him the anniversary gift, a t-shirt with a picture of the family, because the second anniversary is made of cotton. Teddy can't say when the picture was taken, which upsets Leanne again, and she can't believe he forgot their anniversary 2 years in a row. And after Leanne leaves to nurse the baby, he calls Sam to ask a favor. Sam will put a reminder on his phone for next year, on the same date, to pick up Teddy and bring him an anniversary gift. Teddy picks up an orange and hides it in the plant pot, just in time for another year to pass. When Teddy looks in the pot again, he finds the rotting orange, confirming that another year has passed. At that moment, a car horn sounds outside and Teddy runs to hug Sam, surprised by his more grown-up appearance. The two go for a walk, during which Teddy tries to explain what is going on, but Sam does not believe him either. But because his friend desperately needs help, Sam adds a new reminder to his phone for the next year. He is disappointed to see that Sam has brought a unicorn stuffed animal because he misheard Teddy on the phone and thought he meant a gift for his daughter. Teddy rushes home, but Leanne is furious that he should have stayed with Tallulah instead of leaving her alone. Tallulah is still safe in the house and Teddy gives her the stuffed animal, prompting the little girl to call him Daddy. Teddy is excited because he thinks it is his first word, but Leanne quickly corrects him, explaining that Daddy is his 12th word because Teddy is always away at work and was not there to hear the first one. Teddy blurts out that he is working to give them a good life, and Leanne points out that this is exactly what their couples counselor warned them about. Hearing about couples therapy upsets Teddy because it means the relationship is not going well, and Leanne brings up 2 letters they wrote because the therapist asked them to read them the next time they argue. Leanne's letter says that she loves him, but she feels that Teddy is not the same man she married, and she realizes that neither of them are happy, but to make things work, Teddy needs to spend more time with his family. He realizes he has not written nice things and tries to drop it, causing Leanne to grab it out of his hand to read it herself. Teddy writes that he feels pressure from her. He knows she resents him for working so hard, but someone has to provide for the family while she pursues her dream of becoming a writer. Leanne finally realizes that Teddy is jealous because he did not follow his dream of being a photographer, and when he points out that photography does not pay much, she replies that she would still be happy with a smaller house because she would really have her husband with her. Tallulah calls her mother, so before going to see her, Leanne gives Teddy the anniversary gift. Since the 3rd year is leather, she gives him a wallet to put his precious money in. At that moment, another year magically passes and Teddy finds himself alone at home. Sam shows up because he still has the reminder on his phone, and Teddy starts to freak out when Sam mentions that he and Leanne are broken up. It doesn't help that Teddy suddenly sees himself in the mirror and notices all the white hair, and he continues to have a meltdown while Sam shares some things about his problems with his body. Teddy ignores this and asks Sam for more information, which leads him to discover that Leanne has moved a few blocks away so that he can be near his daughter. Teddy goes to the fridge for a soda and sees time passing again. He finds a woman in the room and kisses her, thinking it is Leanne, but it is actually Becca who came to him last night after Teddy drunkenly texted her saying he was lonely. The doorbell rings and it is Leanne, so Teddy kicks Becca out the back door before letting Leanne in. Leanne wants to apologize for ignoring Teddy's calls because she is starting to miss Teddy. Leanne finds a bra on the couch and 2 wine glasses on the coffee table, which means there is another woman in the apartment. Teddy tries to deny it, but Leanne slaps him for cheating on her before filing for divorce. She then leaves, getting even angrier when she sees on her way out that it is Teddy's ex. Teddy asks Becca to leave and to promise that he will never answer her texts or calls again. Becca vows that this will be the last time they see each other, but at that moment a year magically passes and Teddy goes crazy when he finds out that Becca has moved in with him. Teddy calls Sam to come pick him up, then breaks up with Becca, explaining that he still loves Leanne. Sam arrives to pick Teddy up, and after much prodding from Teddy, Sam explains that he has skin cancer, taking off his hat to show him what the chemo is doing to him. Teddy should know all this, so the conversation becomes very awkward as he starts asking the saddest questions as if it were the first time, causing Sam to end it by confessing that he is scared but determined to beat the cancer and live another 50 years. Teddy accompanies Sam to Leanne's house. Sam also refers to her as Teddy's ex-wife, confirming that their relationship has only gotten worse. Teddy rings Leanne's doorbell and when she opens the door, he is happy to see that she has gotten a puppy. After noticing the beautiful yard and telling Leanne that they should put in a pool for Tallulah, he explains that he is here to talk to her and Leanne assumes that he has finally signed the divorce papers. Teddy flies into a rage and says that he will never sign any papers, which upsets Leanne and causes her to kick him out because they should only see each other when Teddy comes to visit Tallulah. Teddy steps back as another year passes and ends up falling into a kiddie pool that has suddenly appeared in the backyard. The door opens and a man named Patrick appears and reminds Teddy that he is not to come to her house except to pick up his daughter. When Leanne finds out that Teddy has not signed the papers and tries to kick him out, Teddy refuses and starts arguing with Patrick. Leanne interrupts and tells him to grow up before explaining that she is finally happy because she has a boyfriend who really cares about her and her writing career has taken off. She finally signs the divorce papers. And by the time they reach the beach, another year has passed. On the sand he finds a candy bar with peanuts and wonders if he should use it to end things, but before he can take a bite, a little girl asks him if he is okay. Realizing it is 8-year-old Tallulah, Teddy pulls himself together and spends a wonderful afternoon with his daughter, making sure to teach her to follow her dreams. He asks her if she is a good parent, and Tallulah admits that she would like to spend more time with him. Leanne comes out to say that Teddy's beard is bad and he promises to cut it off. Teddy then asks about Patrick and learns that things are not going well between him and Leanne. They part, but on his way out, Teddy realizes that he did not wish Leanne a happy anniversary. When he returns home, another year has passed and he finds himself with glasses and no beard. No one is home, so Teddy tries to call Sam, but the number is inactive. He discovers that Sam has died of cancer. Teddy rushes to the cemetery to visit Sam's grave, lamenting that he has wasted all this time and not spent enough time with his best friend. He is suddenly interrupted by the arrival of the old woman, who explains that she was the one who gave him the curse as a wedding present to make him realize how precious time is. She learned this when someone else put the curse on her, causing her to discover that she was marrying a man she did not love, and that she did not like men at all, so that she could spend her years with a wonderful woman. Teddy thinks this is all good, but unlike her, he tried to make everything perfect and failed, which makes the old woman laugh because making everything perfect is a stupid idea because life is never perfect. The stranger mentions that she and her brother used to play with tin cans and disappears just as Teddy remembers the strange gift he received at his wedding. Realizing what he has to do, Teddy runs to find Leanne, who is no longer living with Patrick after he left her because he thought she was still in love with Teddy. After bringing a box of old things from another room, Teddy wonders if Leanne still loves him and asks her to remember all the good things instead of the bad. Leanne begins to mention all her favorite memories of their marriage and admits that she misses Teddy, who uses the moment to pull out the jar. The note said to wait 10 years because the 10th anniversary is pewter, so the two finally open the jar and are shocked to find the wedding ring inside. Teddy explains that there is no reason not to be together because life will always be complicated and says that their precious time will now begin again before he kisses her. Teddy's time suddenly begins to rewind and he finds himself in bed the morning after the wedding. After checking the jar and confirming that it is empty, he hugs his wife before doing all the things he promised to do ages ago. First he books their honeymoon on the computer, then he calls his boss to cancel all overtime so he can study photography and be with his family. He also calls Sam to tell him to put a reminder on his phone to go to the doctor every year to have his skin checked. Once that is done, Teddy tells Leanne that they should paint the room purple and name their future daughter Tallulah because she loves that name. Leanne loves it too and is happy to start her life with this new Teddy who wastes no time in being happy. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel grow. Thanks for watching.